Hello everybody, Mannix here. Going to be doing a quick educational / comparison video for you about the old model Cold Steel Voyagers. Now when I say old model, I'm referring to this look you see right here. You may be less familiar with this, especially if you're newer to knives. Maybe you got into them the last few years. You've probably not seen these before, in real life anyway. The newer model Voyagers look more like this. They have the squared off look, aluminum liners in there, they have a triad lock, a stone wash finish instead of a satin finish, instead of a lockback, instead of lacking any steel liners. So we got old model Voyager on the top, new model on the bottom. They no longer make these medium-sized Voyagers in any variant anymore. As far as mid-2022 goes, we no longer have medium-style Voyagers anywhere. But the new ones that they still make look like this one, just in bigger size. I'm just using this as a comparison. So you want a little history lesson. The current Voyagers we have AUS 10A blade steel. A few years ago, I want to say 2016, they were using CTS BD1. And then before that, a couple of years when these came out, I want to say in 2011, somewhere around there, they started using AUS 8A, which is on this guy right here. Now, if we go back in time, before these newer model Voyagers, we had these guys, which have the VG1 stainless, which these came out in 2007. But before these guys, there was another one, right here. Pre-2007 old model Voyager. It does not say VG1 stainless. So what blade steel is on here? AUS 8A, yep. And then before this, I want to say in the year 2000, maybe 1999, we had everything exactly the same, except the pocket clip was made from the same FRN that they used to make the handle. So it was an FRN pocket clip that was permanently attached to it. They did not have a metal clip that you could take off. However, everything else, from what I understand, was the same. I think the handle texturing was a little bit different too, but really not a big deal at all. Really, the main reason to make this video is because I want to compare these two together. Now, this one on the top is serrated, the one on the bottom is not, but you could get either of these in either plain edge, fully serrated, or partially serrated. That doesn't mean anything for this video. The blade finishes are exactly the same, handle material and handle pattern is exactly the same, pod clip, hardware exactly the same, locking mechanism exactly the same. Everything's 100% exactly the same except the thumb studs and the blade steel they are made of. Even though these are both what most people would consider old model Voyagers, because again, technically you could say this one right here is also an old model Voyager. They no longer make the medium size, and they no longer make them with the AUS 8A. If it just says Taiwan, you know it's AUS 8A. But when I refer to the old model Voyager, I'm talking about these pre-triad lock ones. So when it comes to the old model Voyagers, we'll just use that terminology for this video. How you tell if it has VG1 stainless or AUS 8A stainless? Easy. Check the thumb studs out, and then more importantly, look at the label. If it says VG1 stainless, so long as the knife's not a counterfeit, you can be pretty sure it's got VG1 stainless on there. And then again, another thing to look for will be the cone-shaped thumb studs. If you have cylindrical-shaped thumb studs as well as a label that says VG1, you might want to double-check everything, make sure it's not a fake, but fakers often miss tiny little things like this. But the cylindrical thumb studs, as you can see right here, as well as the text that just says Made in Japan underneath Voyager, that's how you can tell it's an AUS 8A. And I believe AUS 8A was also used on the previous model Voyagers, which had the FRN pocket clips. Those also had AUS 8A. It wasn't until around 2007 they upgraded to the VG1, which I would argue is superior. Somewhere around maybe 3 years later, maybe, I don't remember if it was 2009 or 2011, but they upgraded the Voyagers to this style right here, and they downgraded back to the AUS 8A. From there, we got CTS BD1, and then later, currently AUS 10A, but that's for another video. So again, how to tell the difference? You're trying to collect new, so this one's brand new out of the box. I'm trying to be careful with it. It wouldn't flick open. But how do you tell the difference between the blade steels? Just check the labels, as well as the thumb studs. Everything else, I promise you, will be exactly the same. Although now that I'm looking really closely, I can see the one on the left, we have a more reflective rivet. The ring surrounding this rivet right here, whatever that piece is, it looks a little bit more reflective. It looks a little bit more flat on the one on the right with the AUS 8A. So that may also be another difference, but I can't tell you for sure. All I know is the thumb studs as well as the labels. So that's how you tell if you have an AUS 8A old model Voyager like we do right here on the right, or a VG1 model Voyager. So, hope you enjoyed the video. There you go. Now we have the newer model Voyager right there. Take care. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more knife reviews, flashlight videos, EDC videos, gun videos coming out. There you go. Thanks for watching.